Hello, welcome to another episode with Morilibus in my single player Let's Play. We have now updated to the new snapshot again. So they rolled out a 13W02B. There were some bugs in 02A. I don't think there's anything too bad. There was a crash bug. That didn't affect me, but I know it did affect some people, so they did fix that. And let's just quickly go through all the changes, or the bug fixes. So they fixed the dispenser and furnace texture missing their face. Check. They fixed the hopper not filling up the other double chest half when attached to double chests. Check. Fixed trap chests not powering the block they are on properly. Check. 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 Fix the hopper texture being wrong when dropped on the ground, aka looking like SpongeBob. Check. Fixed looking at certain unusual items, crashing the game. Check. Fixed grass side texture not being tinted right. Did not notice that. Fix the sound missing when a TNT cart is triggered. Check. Fixed flying fireballs looking like diamond helmets. Check. Fix the TNT cart not dropping TNT when destroyed. Check. Fixed textures being white all over. I didn't run into that one. Fixed debug texture files being generated on the desktop for some. I heard about that. Fix the cauldron's bottom texture missing. Didn't notice that one. Dispensers not placing TNT carts on rails. Check. TNT carts disappearing when reloading the world. Check. Fix the brewing stand texture not reflecting its contents. Check. Fix disabled hoppers still filling up existing stacks. Check. Fixed double-clicking item stacks still taking items from the 2x2 crafting area output slot. Didn't run into that, but I think that was caused a duplication bug. So you could get an unlimited amount of certain items. Like torches, for instance, and stuff. I don't know. I never actually tested it out, but I did read about it on the bug tracker. That is all of them. Alright, now let's get on to our episode. Okay, so apart from all the bug fixes, there were a couple changes. There's a new recipe for... Oops, that doesn't... Yeah, it's not right. New recipe for the activator rail. So it used to be just the iron bars there. Now it's 2 sticks with a torch in the middle, so that makes a little bit more sense. Also, there was, if you remember, they had the shift double click thing that you could, see if I can do it, that you could use, right, to move items in. That doesn't work anymore, but I was going through the bug tracker, and if you hold one of the items in your hand and shift click onto the other ones, it should work. Oh, no, that didn't work. Oh, there it worked. Maybe I wasn't fast enough. So if I grab this one and double click, now they all come to me, do it again. You still end up with the one in your hand, but it's still better than shift clicking a bunch of things. So I don't know if that's how it's now intended to stay, but that feature is still kind of there. It's a little bit different, but yeah, for those that missed it, because it was very handy, you can still kind of do it. Like, I want ender pearls. Can I do that? I can. That's far too many ender pearls. But yeah, cool. I want to check out, they also say they changed something with the hopper there. Let's check that out. I still have this one over here, I believe. So let's get that, and let's get that. Also, I was playing around before. Actually, I want to test something. Should it, let's see. How can I do this? I guess I can just do that. So it says it will input into both double chests. I'm wondering if it will also take it at both double chests. Okay, it will. So that's actually really good. You don't need like 2 hoppers per double chest. So that is actually really cool. And they're in there. They pick up really quick. Okay, the other thing it says is they changed it from powering the hopper. Now stops it from taking items in instead of from putting them out. Now does that mean as long as there's items in a hopper, it will dispense them even if it is powered? Because I thought I kind of looked at that actually, and it did not output. So it doesn't output, and then it also doesn't input either. Okay. So I wasn't sure if this had changed, where this would actually still spit out into the chest. Because even though it's powered, or yeah, what? But that seems to be the same. It doesn't look like they really changed. It's more like they added. It's the way it's worded in the Reddit post. It says instead of stopping it from putting them out, but it looks like as well as from putting them out. So yeah, that's cool. So that is it for the changes, I do believe. Maybe not. There's probably more. But yeah, let's get going. I want to build the new ore packager today. At the end of the last episode, I did go into the nether, into some new chunks, and I collected a bunch of quartz ore. So I've got about 18 stacks, I think of it. I don't remember where I put it. It might be down in a chest below. I guess put that in there too. Yeah, let's go downstairs to the basement. Where did I put it? There it is. I even put a identifier. Yeah, so I got all this quartz ore. So Fortune 3 does still work on this. At least I'm pretty sure it does. We could double check. I did check in the previous snapshot, but I guess we could check again right now. Have they changed clicking issues? No. Clicking is still bugged. Now this might not work with just one, but if it does get more than one, we'll know it works. If it doesn't, I'll have to try another one. Okay, let's try another one until we get it to work. 1. There we go. Fortune. Okay, so there we got 4. So I do believe it will give you between 1 and 4. So actually, for the game giveaway, I thought we could do the quartz ore instead of redstone. So that'll be kind of, this will drop equivalent to, I think, diamonds anyway. Whereas redstone would be a lot more. And I think if I do a full inventory of this, or actually I know if I do a full inventory of this, I can fit it all in my inventory. I'll be able to pick it all up off the ground, so I won't have to, I can film it all and show you guys. And if you want, you can try to slow down the footage or whatnot. Whereas if I did redstone, it would fill my inventory, I think, a couple times, maybe more. So I would either have to stop the recording to empty out my inventory, which would give kind of clues on what I got. So yeah, you'll be able to see how much, if I fill up this bar, and then after that, whatever's in here is kind of what you got to figure out. So it's very much like Vintage Beef, because I'm getting it from the idea from him. But yeah, let's do it. So we're going to tear this guy down, although we could actually leave the wall of pistons here. We will tear this down, so let's take that out. We'll take the glass down. Does glass break? That looked like it broke pretty fast. I want to try something out. How about a pick? Seemed like the glass broke quicker with the axe than with the pick. Don't know if that's the case. Let's try a comparison. Okay. Now the axe. I gotta be careful because I'm getting haste. That might have been the difference. Let me get out of haste range. I don't believe there's any haste over here. Nope. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. No, seems about the same. Okay, must have been the haste that made it seem quicker. Like that. Whoa. Alright, so hopefully we have enough room. Because the new design needs a row of pistons above this row to push down. So we might not have enough room, to be honest. Let me get a piston, I guess. Get these guys, although these are all stickies. So yeah, let's figure out room. Although, I guess this is just a beam. It can be moved. Oh no, this is the floor. So really we need a piston here. And in my design it's powered from above. I think I need a piston there. They go across. They get pushed down. Yeah. I haven't actually looked at it since we looked at it together, so I'm just going to try to wing it. What is that? Oh, that's a furnace. That was I was using furnaces instead of obsidian to prevent it from accidentally pushing blocks too far. Oh, I'm on the floor. I don't think we need anything under the ground anymore, so we can get rid of all this. So let me do that. I'm going to gut this one. Oops, that's usually torches. I'm going to gut this one, clear up some space, and I'll bring you guys back. Okay, got it all kind of cleared out behind. Hopefully got enough room. And because I was using sticky pistons before, and now I will be using regular pistons, we'll actually get one more push out of it, I think. Maybe? Or do I? I do, but I think this is actually going to be blocked, to be honest. Yeah, I can't remember. We might not get one more push. Well, we will get one more push, but I think the piston's actually still back there. Or maybe it's here. All I remember is you stand and you look up. So I think it's actually there, but above us. And how many blocks do pistons push again? 12? I don't know why I can't remember this. It's a very simple thing that I never remember. I always get confused between like 12 or 13. Okay, so they can push 12. Okay, that's open. So that is as far as it will push, correct? Correct. So that's pretty much where that needs to be to get all the way there. And then if I'm going to have something where I'm standing here, I believe it was like that. So this piston should be right about, actually it should be one higher, I do believe. Should be right there, because it's going to push them all the way above. And then we're going to have, let's see here, pistons all across here to push them down. And we'll have to figure out how we're going to power those. That might be obstructive. Actually, we should probably figure that out first, because what we might have to do is actually lower this machine down one and recess the floor where this thing will be pushing. So we'll have to lower this block down one. I think that might be what we end up doing, because what we're going to have, let's experiment here. If we got a piston like that, and then we have a piston like this, that's essentially what we got there. If I power, let's see, I don't know why I'm using wool, it's going to be so hard to break. So I could power this piston like that, but I'm pretty sure that's going to bud him. And I don't think we want that. So, because as soon as this guy gets a block, he's going to push it out right away. And I don't want that to happen, because we want this whole row to go all the way down to the floor first. Get to here, because we're going to have a piston. Let's get rid of that. We're going to have our detector bud here to detect when this gets all the way down to the floor, and this guy will trigger. So we don't want these guys to push the blocks out as soon as they get in place, so we're just going to have a row going across. So that won't work. So we can't do that. So we do need to, now if I do half slabs, does that still bud? I don't recall. It might not, because I don't think the half slab actually gets powered, so let's try that out. So if we do that instead, and power him, okay, so yeah, that's normal. Now it does not bud. So that's an option. So do we have clearance for that? Let's check that out. That could be our solution. I'm going to get these wool blocks off my hotbar. Maybe we'll get some dirt. Because now I got to like get shears or something to get rid of this stuff. Or I got to punch it. Because that doesn't really work all that fast. Yeah, slow. Okay, so if we go up, I'm going to have to clear some things out of here too. Might have to redo the aesthetics in this room, but that's okay. Let's just do this. Okay, so right above here, there actually is an airspace. Now the redstone will be visible from the outside, so we might get rid of these leaf blocks there. I don't know. They are letting light up. They are lighting up that area outside. But yeah, that's kind of undesirable. So we might change that. So if we do, I guess we could run that right now. Now I'm trying to think, where's the next row go? Oh no, this is the top guy. Okay. So if we run him here, maybe I won't go too far. I could clear these out, I guess. It's already nighttime again. I swear I just slept. Okay. That way I can at least get by and put some redstone up here after. Get rid of all that. Okay. Good enough. Or let's just do one segment, I guess would be a good way to go. So that'll get powered there. These guys will be powered like so. I believe it was just that one row we determined had to be budded. So we should make sure they all kind of fire. Now these don't actually activate those guys because they're not powering the block. Oh, we don't need... What am I doing? That's okay. We don't need half slabs here though. So here we will actually use wool, and we could go with blue wool. So yeah, we don't need half slabs here. But then this won't actually power those pistons either, will it? It powers him because there's a torch. That one won't get powered. Okay, this does not work. So we do need to put a block here, which is fine. No, it's not, because it'll bud. I don't want to use repeaters because that's going to add delay to the system, and I want as little delay as possible. So I think what we're going to have to do is lower the machine. Oh, there's no... These don't break instantly anymore. Interesting. It's actually kind of good. You don't accidentally... Or is that just because it's efficiency 3? Nope, that's efficiency 4. Still does it pretty slow. Cool. And you don't insta-mine like your piston blocks by accident, which is actually kind of nice. Especially for this system. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate, but it's not a huge deal. So we're going to get rid of a row and lower everything down into the ground. I don't know if there's a different way I could do it. I could use torches, but again, I don't want to add that delay in there. I want everything to have as little delay and be able to give everything the one tick pulse that it needs to fire really rapidly and then get out of the way. So I will do that. I will lower the floor one and make room for the new system one block lower. Alright, so lower the floor. I'll worry about prettying it up after we're done. So now it'll be there. And we could theoretically make this machine like a lot longer. Like we could make the capacity increase. So we could drop this down as far as you wanted, or probably I think 7 we determined is the highest you can reach. So you probably wouldn't want any more than 7 of these so that you could hit the top one, but that might be awkward too because you'd have to point straight up. But yeah, this could be variable, and I will do a tutorial on this thing when we're got it all set up. So we do need to put the redstone above here, so we'll need some block. Probably don't want obsidian, but I do want to add obsidian into this design. I kind of want to decorate it like I did in my single player. So that's what we got to do there, which means this block actually has to come out. But this means we could probably put our leaf blocks back, which is actually kind of good. Oop, I fail. So that's all right. So we're going to have a block there where the dirt is. Get rid of that. Redstone would be there. So what about look-wise? What should that be? That might look gross as obsidian. Let's get some pistons in place. I don't remember what I did on my or in the test world actually for looks. I think I actually had this hidden, this top row, but I'm not positive on that. I think I might have had a block like that, so that pushed it down. There's kind of a lip, so that top block might not even be visible. So let's just use wool. If I want to change it out afterwards, we can do that. I could go back to my test world and take a look, but let's just see if we can put this thing together without doing that. So how about for this guy, we'll do green for whatever reason. We're going to try to break up the circuits with different color wool, just to make it easier to follow. So that's that guy. I guess we could put our redstone there now. And I can do that just by, I think, pointing at the ceiling and running by. We'll double check that it's all done. No, might not have gotten them all. No, we did. A couple blocks floating there, not a big deal. Okay, he's done. And he has to kind of get powered somewhere. We're going to have to see about how we're going to do that. In the design, I think it went up fairly high, but we'd like this thing not to stick out of the ground. Okay, so for these guys, again, we're just going to run the wool right next to this piston. And that will fire these guys, I think. Or did we put them on top? You know, I think we have them on top. This could work. This would power that one and actually bud the lower row. That might work, actually. This is a little different than what I had, but that might work just as well. This will bud 2 rows instead of just 1. Let's see if it actually happens the way intended. So that'll be 1 row, 2 row. And then we want them to fire at the same time. So we could just power it like that. That should reach. And let's see if all the pistons fire. All but the bottom row. The bottom row did not update. Or is it not budded? No, it should be budded. Yeah. It did not get pushed. Okay. So let's just go with the way I originally had it. I don't know if we add redstone below it. Would that should make a difference. I don't know why these aren't updating, but they are not. So I will go with my original design. I'm not the best with buds and the mysteries behind them. But we're going to make this one do what we want. So let's stick with how I think I did it in my test world. So let's put the wool up here instead. Now this block is going to be visible. So here I think I might use obsidian just for the hell of it. And I could change it out later. Not a big deal. But it is going to have redstone on it, I think. I should probably go check out my test world to make sure, but we'll try it out. Test it out here. Okay, so I got wool down there, got wool here. I think that's how I had it. This powers that piston, this powers that piston, this buds this piston, and it might be the redstone dust that actually updates the piston and not the pistons below like I thought. See, are you budded? Oh, you're broken. I thought they fixed that. The magic piston arm. Maybe not, maybe not. Okay, when we actually build this, I gotta do this a little differently because the length of the redstone comes into play, how far it will reach. But for this testing, it don't matter. Interesting. Why didn't you fire? Maybe, no, I don't know. Yeah, this isn't always budding. Interesting. Was work... I know... Actually, I didn't actually test that. Did I in my test world? Well, maybe we'll go over there after all. Alright, guys. Here's where we're at. I went to the test worlds. I've actually recorded a bunch of footage. I've tried a bunch of things. and nothing is really working out 100%. Buds just don't update as good as they used to. Very inconsistent, even with... Oh, this would work, but I don't actually like this. Anyway, yeah, so what I'm going to do is scrap all the footage I just did, and we're going to do this a different way. We're going to make a hybrid version of my old one and my new one. So I kind of think about it. The only pistons I really need to fire really fast is this first one that loads them in, and these guys up top that will push them down. This piston wall really doesn't have to fire super quick. It doesn't really need to be on a 1-tick pulse, because when this thing fires is when this last row gets pushed down. So this thing pushes it down, and then this will push it out. It doesn't have to happen instantly. As long as it happens before this row has time to fill up again, which really, it could be incredibly slow and still have time. So all we want is this top row to get out of the way as quickly as possible, so that our loading system doesn't have to slow down, or it needs to slow down as little as possible. So that is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to rip out everything behind this wall, and I'm going to put back exactly what I had before, which was just 2 rows with redstone torches. So I'll do that and bring it back. Well, Zisto, I don't know if all the fun we had made the cut. Sorry. Maybe next time. There we have it. We're back. Back to default. So there we go. Very simple. We just got 2 rows of torches. Each row of torches will activate 2 rows of pistons. So if I, for instance, let's change the state of that torch, all of them fire. So that's okay. Alright, so now we're going to add back in our buds on the edges here for the detection. So that guy can just go there. Let's go back to our red wool. And he's going to push, I think I worked out that 3 blocks is actually best. That is our hole, I guess, to go down. Sounds bad. And from here I need piston there. I guess, like that. About right, I think so. And we'll put a torch there. And then we need our wool, like so. And did I put redstone dust there? I did. We got a torch. And then we have that. So that is that. And a repeater, of course. Now this repeater, actually, normally you just have to have it on 2 delay for this block update. But with this, it will cause this piston to freak out. We'll leave it at 2 for now, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so from here we're going to bring that off, I guess, into the blue. So we could change this to blue, because it's technically the blue circuit. So all we really got to do is run some redstone dust from there to here. And that's all we do, I think. Yeah, so right now it's off. We got that guy, so if we update him... yeah, here we go. 2 of them did it. So see the broken piston arms? Broken piston arm. So that doesn't work. But if we change this to 3 instead, just a bit longer delay, we won't get that happening. There we go. So that's it for that. When that gets down, it goes to there. So all we need is, we need to do the same thing up here. Basically repeat this exactly up higher. So let's do that. Is it nighttime? It is. Let me go get rid of the rain. Okay. Nice and quiet. Oops. Easy there. I just want one of you. Alright, we're going to do the same thing as below. I'm going to use yellow wool this time. So we got 3, and we'll have, I guess 1 below that. And I finally got my shears. After I had to tear down everything 4 times. Maybe not 4 times. It's probably 7. 7 times. 6-minute abs. Okay. Pretty Apparently my inventory's full. That's okay. I don't care. I care. I care a lot. Go away, slabs. Alright, this is annoying. I need to get up. I need blocks, or I shouldn't have let myself fall down. And these pumpkins are in my way. Pumpkins! Yeah, because I can pick those up too. Perfect! Okay. Let's get rid of these for a second so I can see what I need to do. We might just do that. Oops. Oops. Let's see. Yeah, we could probably do that. And just have it go down. That's a stair. It shouldn't matter. It could get down there anyway. I'll probably put that log back so it hides things for me, so that doesn't sneak through. Now those pumpkins are stuck down there forever. Okay, let me fix my inventory. Much better. All right, so that'll be powering this guy. Oh no, that one doesn't work. Need a block there. That'll power that guy, and I can get rid of that. That really matters. Okay, so that goes that way, so we need to get rid of that. And some more dirt. We're not outside yet, are we? No, good. There we go. So we gotta basically repeat this thing again. Similar to what it is, but maybe slightly different. Up there. Let's change those for dirt. And let's do that. Okay, let's get rid of all this because it's kind of in my way. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's a lamp. Oh, the stove. We're stuck. We're stuck. This may end badly. Nope. We're good. Still friends. Okay, let's just worry about that thing after the fact. Okay, so we want a piston here. Is that right? Yeah, right here. Let's get that out. Piston. We need a torch under there. No, we already got a torch. So that's going to do something like that. But I need it to do something else as well. So I need the power coming off of this guy. So that'll reset that. And typically I would just do this. And then a block. And then get rid of these. We'd have a block there instead. And we'd do that. And we'd set that to 2. This one could be set to 2. Now that should reset this bud thing. It does. And I got squished. So that's all good and dandy, but that doesn't actually do anything. It's just flopping back and forth. That's what she said. And now we want to attach this to this row of pistons. This one we do want to go as fast as possible. So we don't want to have any repeater delay. So we don't want to steal power here. Don't really want torch delay. So we don't want to steal power off that. We want it to pretty much be powered just right off this redstone or this guy, I think. So let me figure out what the best way to do that might be. Okay, so I did a bunch of it off camera just because we're kind of running out of time. So I got this there, and this is what I've done. I've taken this over here, used the sticky piston to create that 1-tick pulse. I know you can use a comparator now to do the 1-tick pulse, but this is actually, I tested them. This one does actually respond a bit quicker. Like it'll fire that 1-tick pulse just slightly before the one with the comparator will. At least the one I was trying. Yeah, this is on a 1-tick pulse this way. There is one more thing we need to do though, and this is blocking my pumpkins. So I might have to abandon those. We need to get, well, we got to add in our loader. So our piston over here, that should be relatively easy. And we got to add our kind of reset. So every time this one fires, I need that to turn off the power to this guy so that when it gets locked up, it'll release itself and fire again as soon as this path has been cleared out. Unfortunately, the way I have this set up isn't very good for that. So I don't really want to steal the 1-tick pulse. I want to steal the full signal, I think. I don't know if the 1-tick pulse will be enough to reset that. I guess I could just extend it with a repeater again. That will probably be okay. Oh, I can't block that. So I might have to put the repeater here. And we'll bring that back up. So it's a longer pulse, and we can play with the timing of that one, maybe. And I guess maybe we can change this color to something else. Just so we're clear, I guess. I'll color code them better in the tutorial if I do one. I mean, when I do one. What other color did I bring? Nothing. Got some light blue. Used green. I don't even know where green went. Oh, I do have green. Okay, let me get organized. Okay, last piston we need is the loader. At least that's what I'm calling it. So the loader goes, let's see here. Let me just frame this in with dirt. Thing looks something like that, I think. And we stand right here. Is it here? No, okay, we are one lower. So we stand right here, and that thing will fire above us. So that's good. So we will use, so I switched that around, the yellow. Since I've made that yellow, that might as well match that. And here we will use green for this guy. So this guy operates based on, I want this to be obsidian, I think. Let me get some obsidian. Oops. Obsidian, there we go. I throw those torches on the ground? I did not. And let's get some dirt as well. I don't think we need any more pistons. So I think this block will be obsidian. And it needs a repeater. And then we need a block here, which I think will be one of these half slabs, if I remember. And that will just be a piece of redstone dust. And then we need a block to power the piston, and we'll use obsidian there. I might change that. So now we just have to power this guy. And I think we could just use a torch that we can toggle off with this. Oh, and get that repeater. So I guess we'll use green. We'll bring that across. Gotta dig out some more. And we'll just wrap that around like so. And we could just, oh, no. That's not where I wanted that. I think we can just do that. Hopefully. So we'll run redstone all the way across. Here we'll put a repeater that we'll have to play with the timing. Let's start with the lowest timing. And then here we'll put a torch. And that will power that. So I do believe that is ready, sort of. Let's give it a test. Let's get that out of the way. This must have to be a half slab. So what you want, you don't want to be able to place a block. So if this isn't here, for example, I could theoretically place 2 blocks above my head if I went quick enough. That's pretty slow. What did I do wrong? Oh, it's not getting one. It's not 1 tick and pulsing itself, is it? Or is it 1 tick pulsing itself? Maybe it is. So, let's see here. I need to get up. So, let me get me up. Yay! Yay! And my enderballs are not on my bar. Should be almost ready. I think I've screwed up somewhere, though. It's not going very fast. This should... Oh, that looks like it's going fast. Maybe it's just the way I was placing it. Let's try with the block right above my head. Yeah, there we go. So that's pretty quick. Yeah, okay, so there's my example why you don't want a block or a block gap above where you're placing it, because it'll just do that. That's why we're doing the half slab. So that gives us enough room that we can get in. And now we've noticed that it's locked up. So that tells me that I fell again. Ender ball time. So that tells me this delay is not long enough. Oops, I was holding shift. Get you every time. Tells me that's not long enough. So let's try another row. If I have enough dirt. There's a bit of a pause there when it gets to the end of that row. Oh, and of course I ran out of dirt at like the most important time. I want to see how it handles pushing the whole slab across. And if this works out, we'll probably end it here, and I'll work on prettying it up a bunch. And then, is that going to give me enough? Let's just get on. Make sure I have enough dirt. We'll do a full, not a full slab, like slab, but just a full panel, I guess we'd call it. And when I get it fully done, I'll do a time and see how quick it is. Third row, fourth row. Okay, that seems pretty good. Seems pretty quick. I'm not sure we could actually increase it anywhere, but maybe let me know if you see anything. So, like, this is what fires this guy, and it is going pretty much as soon as that goes there. That should get power. I don't think there's a delay between that block powering that block. But, well, I guess there's the time it takes for the piston to go there. But so whatever that delay is, this is 1 tick. That'll fire a 1 tick pulse, which will cause those to rapidly go. We steal a signal there to just reset that system at the end of each row, so it'll fire again, because it does jam up for just a split second. This creates its own 1 tick pulse. Weird that I was going slow that one time. What did I do? And then we got this. So now I'm going to see if I can close this up again. How was that? I can't get pumpkins all the way across. But maybe we can get pumpkins every once in a while to still light up this area. Or maybe we'll put some more lamps along this side instead. And just get rid of this whole bush thing with the pumpkins. But yeah, alright. Q.O.P 2.0 functional. Now to make it look good. So we will look at doing the giveaway fairly soon here, possibly next episode. I do want to get some quartz going so I can play around with the blocks. So now that this is working, I might turn some of this off camera into some quartz for myself to play with. Might play around with some blocks at the library. And then we'll do a full load at the end of one of the upcoming episodes. Alright guys, thank you for watching. See you next time.